Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, aka GCurse of Unsolved Mysteries Commentary here. I was just actually about to start putting the script together for the special 3-case episode coming up this week, but I thought I would check the Unsolved Mysteries Commentary Gmail account, and to my shock, there was actually quite a few emails for me. 7 in total, so I thought, hell, might as well, read some of these nice emails and try to get back to them and, give my thoughts. So, like I said, we have 7 on the menu tonight. So, question number 1. This person writes, "Hello, do you have any memories you would like to share with us regarding Unsolved Mysteries? Thank you, the Bunk Bed." Now, I'm pretty sure that the bunk bed is actually supposed to be a throwback to the episode of the Tallman house, where the bunk bed was haunted, and it was one of the scarier cases in Unsolved Mysteries Unsolved Mysteries history. But to answer the question that the bunk bed asks, do I have any memories? The one I'm actually thinking about right now, I think I've talked about it before, but I can't recall if I have. Back in 2000, me and my mom moved to Longview. It's the city next to Kelso. And I would wait up for her to get home from work. She would not get home until about 3 a.m., if I remember correctly. She would leave at like 4, and she would not get home till it was either 2 or 3, but she worked really long shifts. Well, the Unsolved Mysteries Unsolved Mysteries would run reruns on the Lifetime network extremely late at night. I mean, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. time slot. It was when the series was basically considered dead. It was before they tried to relaunch it with Dennis Farina. Well, I remember sitting in the living room of the townhouse, and Unsolved Mysteries came on, so I thought I would turn it on. I think it was in April. It was really cold, so it wasn't summer, it was spring still. Well, the case that they were playing when I switched it over was the one about the woman who died in a lake. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Just hang with me. Excuse me. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just got to get my browser set up. Okay, switch over to this. Got Unsolved Mysteries, Woman in Lake, Ghosts, COVID Lodge. I think that could be. Let me see here. It ended up being the woman who died, Elizabeth Taylor, took. Let's see here. Oh, this is it. Grace's Ghost. That's what it was. But I remember sitting in the living room, and it had to be in the high 30s, low 40s, and added you as a friend. Oh, that's nice of that person to add me. Anyway, that was pretty random, but anyway, yeah, it was the Grace's Ghost, and I remember sitting there with the window open, sitting next to the window, watching Unsolved Mysteries, and when I turned it on, it was the scene. See, they don't have a picture of it. It's when she was standing on like a balcony, and as it showed her like standing there, a cold breeze came through the window and hit me, and oh my god, that still brings back memories. It's been about 21 years, and it's still going on, and it's still, it still puts a little chill at my back, So what I like to do is, when I can, I will watch Unsolved Mysteries when it's when it's dark and quiet, But anyway, I hope that answers your question. But that's one of the memories I have right now that I'm thinking about. Okay, question number 2. We have 2 questions. Hello, GCurse. I have 2 questions. Does what people say ever get to you? And number 2, do you have any advice on how to get into the Unsolved Mysteries commentary hobby? Thank you for your time, Kira. Well, Kira, thank you for your email. It was pretty cool of you to send me that email. To answer your first question, does what people say ever get to me? In the beginning, it did. But then again, that's the way it is with the internet. The internet, it's anonymous. It makes it so people don't have to really face each other. And I'll be honest, the internet brings out the worst of people sometimes. I've been told numerous times that, that you're garbage, don't do what you're doing, you're ruining it, and all that, The thing that people say that still kind of gets to me is the fact that, why are you talking over these videos? You're ruining it, But if you look at the title of the video, it literally says commentary. It's literally me giving my thoughts. If you don't want to hear my thoughts, hey, that's cool. You can literally, there is an Unsolved Mysteries channel on YouTube. You can go there and watch the cases if you don't want to hear somebody talk about it. I just never understand that whole logic. It's like, I don't like that you're talking. Stop talking. I want to hear the case. Well, you can still hear the case. Just go to the official Unsolved Mysteries not commentary. The official Unsolved Mysteries channel. It's right there, dude. Question number 2. Do you have any advice on how to get into the Unsolved Mysteries commentary hobby? Basically, what I did originally, it was a little bit of an evolution for me. When I first got into it, there was really no Unsolved Mysteries commentary at all. I looked around online, I could not find any. What I did was my previous computer was not that powerful, so what I would do is I would let's see, how can I explain this? Because it's going to sound so fucking ghetto by the way I describe it. What I would do is I would download clips of Unsolved Mysteries using a real old it was called VHS to DVD. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let's go back to turn this on, turn that off. Let's see here. VHS to DVD. Images? Let's see here. Okay, let's see if I can find a good example of what I had. I'm not even sure if I can find it. It's so freaking old. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I had this thing. It was this little white box here. It was actually meant only for if you were to convert the VHS tapes to DVD quality. But it was not really meant for other purposes, like, recording live video, like from computers and that kind of stuff. Or from video games, because every time you would try, after a little bit, it would start to lag, and the picture would just be really unviewable. So basically what I did was I used to record all these episodes of Unsolved Mysteries when it was on when it was on Lifetime. It was the time I think it was 2011, 2012, 2013-ish. It was when I was going to get my GED. Hold on, let me turn this off. There you go. And I would have it set up that, it would record those episodes. Well, what I would then do is I would watch the episodes on my computer, and I would use Windows Movie Maker to take a screen capture, basically, of a scene. And I would spend, multiple nights going through cases, and I would take sporadic images. and then I would type out a script of what I wanted to say. And each part of the script would say each paragraph would be paragraph, and then it would say slide 1. And to type out this script, it would take up to 8 hours at times, because I wanted to try to make sure it sounded right and everything. So then I would make an audio file of me recording what I said off of that script. And sometimes it would take days to do this. Once I would get all done, I would then merge the image with the audio, and then I would merge each of those videos together into one whole episode. And the thing is, where it would take hours, if not days, to do all this work, the video itself would only take 18, 19 minutes to watch. You could actually watch some of these older things. I call them Unsolved Mysteries Final Thought. That was kind of the genesis of commentary. Even though it wasn't really commentary, it was more of me talking over a slideshow. Well, after that, I then came across a device. Let's go back. I keep going back and forth. Okay, I came across this. It's called, let's see here, YouTube Video Downloader 4K. Or 4K video downloader. Let's see here. Let's go to their website. And during a few summers ago, I think it was summer of 2019, I literally... Oh, that looks weird. What I would do is using this, I downloaded each and every one of the, I think it's 8 or 9, 10 seasons of the Robert Stack era of Unsolved Mysteries. And then I did the same with the Dennis Farina era of Unsolved Mysteries. So that's a lot of files. Here, let me actually show you. Let me give you an idea here. Let's see here. Videos. Let's see here. Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack. Okay, and these are all the different ways that I've recorded it from over the years. Let's see here. Unsolved Mysteries commentary with Robert Stack. Series download from YouTube. And basically what I did was I used that downloader and I downloaded each and every one of the seasons that is on... Oh, crap. That is on the, whatchamacallit, YouTube. Okay. And after that, I would basically, watch those again, and I came across a thing called OBS. It is actually what I'm using to record this video right now. And from there, I'd still have to use Windows Movie Maker, because I'd have to cut out, I would want just that one specific case of an episode, and then I would still do a lot of other work. But the whole thing is I would play the video after I got done, I'd give my commentary, and I'd be recording it via the OBS software that I'm using right now to talk to you. But like I said, I'm trying to enhance my, up my game, I guess you could say. I'm always trying to make it better. Okay, so, but I hope that answers your question. All you basically need is that 4K downloader along with OBS, Windows Movie Maker, and you're on your way. Maybe finding, if you have image knowledge of how to create nice images or whatnot, that would also help. because it never hurts to have like a little logo. That's what I do all the time with like Unsolved Mysteries commentary. But thank you for your email, Kira. Question number 3. The title is Upcoming Plans. Greetings from a fan. I love your series. Do you have any plans on upcoming episodes? Your number 1 fan. Basically, the one thing about me is I have a major anxiety issue where I always like to plan things out. And I'm actually thinking about what I want to do for the upcoming holidays. I actually did not. I should have done a special Easter episode, but I don't think I didn't. I think that may be also why I'm doing a 3K special coming up in the next couple days. But I still got to figure out what I want to do for like the 4th of July, Memorial and Labor Day, and then Halloween, Christmas, and New Year's. I used to be able to make these episodes like on a weekly basis, but with work and everything, it's like kind of back burner now. So I really only do special holidays now. And if I can do something else, I will. But normally you can guarantee on a special holiday episode. Okay, question number 4. Now, this one, I like this. Free money. I have a business offer for you. Please reply to this email and I'll explain how you can earn $10,000 in one day. And this is from Toby. I kind of view this as the same thing as the Nigerian prince. Thank you, Toby. Thank you for the offer, but I'm actually quite happy where I am, financially wise. To me, life isn't really about money. It's just about having fun and, doing things that you like to do. But save that $10,000 for somebody else. I'm pretty sure that there's somebody else who will definitely need that money. Question number 5. This person goes, where are you? Do you still do YouTube? Actually, yeah, I do. You would not believe how often I get asked this question. If not in email, then via comments on YouTube. People think I've literally just I died, and that's not the case. It isn't that I died. It's that YouTube's policy towards their smaller content creators, it's unfair. What I'm doing is basically considered to be not free speech. Oh god, what's the term? I can't recall what it is. It's basically where you alter something and you can use it for to talk about and whatnot. I can't recall what the term of it is now. It's like a form of copyright protection. God, I wish I could remember what it was. But basically, it got to the point that it takes hours sometimes to do Unsolved Mysteries commentary to decide what it is I want to case I want to do, to the opening monologue, to watching the video and giving my thoughts, to the production, putting it all together, adding captions, or not captions, adding credits. Oh, fair use, that's what it was called, fair use. Anyway, putting credits on, it's a lot of work. And there are times that it would take hours, and I would not be done until after midnight. Well, here's an example of something that just really upset me. Is I got an episode done one time. It was during the summer of 2019. I did not get done recording this one episode until just before midnight. It was like 11:55ish. I uploaded it to YouTube. I waited just for a little bit to make sure that everything was okay, to make sure that it was viewable and everything, because sometimes YouTube does bug out, Well, like clockwork, I uploaded it and I got a copyright claim. Now, I'm not upset about that. I never claimed to own these videos. I don't want ownership. I don't want money. I just want to try to keep these cases alive. That way, they don't stay as a cold case forever. Well, I contested it as a content creator. You have the right to contest if you feel like the copyright is not just. And in my mind, everything I'm doing is a form of fair use. I do it for education. I add my own touches to it. It should classify as fair use. Well, I typed out this really long, thoughtful paragraph explaining my point of view, and I submitted it. Less than 2 minutes later, I got a reply saying that it's been denied. Now, keep in mind, this was like after midnight Pacific Standard Time, so it would have been like 3 a.m. East Coast time. And if I may be wrong, but isn't YouTube based, or Google, aren't they based in California? So it's still been like midnight. You're telling me that there was somebody at YouTube who looked at this within 2 minutes and go, yeah, that's not fair use, denied. It's depressing. It's harmful for small content creators who don't want anything besides the pleasure of helping try to get cases solved. And I was done. Honestly, that summer of 2019, I was really considering just stopping, because it's like, what's the fucking point? You do your best, and it seems like unless you're a millionaire who is popular on YouTube, you won't get a fair shake. And I was thinking, I thought, well, fuck it. If I can't do what I love to do on YouTube, I will find other means. There was, I can't recall there was another website I dabbled with a little bit, but the thing is like, they actually had restrictions on uploads and everything. I can't recall what it is. I only did a few episodes there, but it's like you can't do like more. You can't do episode. Your videos can't be so long. They can't be like longer than 30 minutes, I think it was. And you only have like a gig of data you can use a day. So it was very, very prohibitive, there. I can't recall what it was. Oh, shit. Now that I think about it, it's been quite a long time. And then the other option was Facebook. And Facebook's actually turned out to be it's been a little bit of a godsend. Granted, their video service isn't the best, but oh my god, it's leaps and bounds above YouTube in the way of just allowing people to do what they like to do. You like to give commentary on something, you're free to do that. You like to play video games, you're welcome to do that. It isn't like you're literally being hounded to death. And if I do post anything to YouTube now, it's basically stuff I know that they will not get me on. As cheap as that sounds, it's sad, but it's true. Like this video will go up on both YouTube and Facebook. I will do little trailers for the upcoming episodes of Unsolved Mysteries commentary, and I'll try to remember to put them on YouTube. If I don't, I don't. But it's a lot less stressful, and I'm a lot more happy now that I'm just dealing with Facebook, by itself. Question number 6. Hello, what have you been up to? Actually, I don't really have much time to do that much. I work literally from I work at a high school in Longview, which I love to do. I'm actually a paraeducator, and I work with 2 students for a combined total of 6 hours a day. One student is total nonverbal, and the other is just transferred, and he needs all the help he can get. But the thing is, I use public transportation, so my job does not start till like 7:45. Well, I will get up like at 5 a.m., if not earlier, maybe 4 a.m., and get myself ready for the day. I am out the door at 6:15 a.m. I catch the bus at 6:39 a.m. to get to work. I get to the school, and before I can even clock in, I'm already working. I start working the minute I get there. I am running up and down that school, trying to get everything ready for the day. Student 1, he comes in from about 7:55ish, and he leaves at 10:30. I will have a quick 30-minute lunch. I will then go and assist in another classroom until about 12:20, when student number 2 comes in, and he will be there from about 12:25 till about 2:30ish. After I get done with that, I will then take care of all the little odds and ends that need to be done. I then catch the bus and I head home. I catch the bus. If I'm lucky, if I can get there quick enough, I catch the bus at about 2:45ish, and I will not be home till a little bit before 3:30 to 3:45. I come home, I rest, I have dinner, I relax for an hour, maybe 2, and then I'm off to bed, and then I'm doing the same thing again. And I do this Monday through Friday. And honestly, it's not, I love it. The pay is pretty decent. It never hurts to have more, but I think that's what everybody says. But for what I do, I love what I do. So that's the pay helps pay the rent and the bills. But I wouldn't be there if I didn't love what I do. But if you're wondering why I don't make any more videos that much, this is one of the reasons why. It's just work. And when I do stuff, it's always on Facebook basically now. Final question, and this is actually one that made me kind of remember the old times. Question, and then it starts off, yo, my bitch. Oh, you gotta love emails that start off with that. This person says, have you ever done a collaboration? And this was from Smithy. Well, Smithy, thank you for the question. Actually, back when back a long time ago, like I think it was like 2009, 2010, back when YouTube was still in the Wild West mode and you could upload anything and everything within limits, one of the big things was back during that time, you could actually upload Unsolved Mysteries. Not commentary like what I do, but literal just the cases. You could upload all the cases you wanted to YouTube. And before Cosgrove and Muir struck everything down and basically created the apocalypse for Unsolved Mysteries fans. Well, I used to have a channel on YouTube. I can't recall what it was, but it was a long time ago. It was before this channel. And basically, I uploaded nothing but Unsolved Mysteries clips. And at that time, I think I had one of the biggest channels for Unsolved Mysteries related content. And prior to the apocalypse, I was actually a group contacted me. And I can't even recall what their name was. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can try to pull it up. Let's see here. Okay. God. Kitty Cat Mysteries. I can. I think that's what it was. Let's check here. Undercover Kitty, Amazon, no. Crime Reads, I don't think that's it. It may not even be here anymore. Oh well. But basically what it was, it was, hold on. It was a group of people who, I think honestly they were a bunch of furries, to be honest. Because they had a thing about naming themselves after having their names be like cat puns, and some of them even dressed up as cats, basically, and they would talk about crimes, and they I think they were like amateur wannabe sleuths or something. Well, the thing is like they came across my channel, and they basically said, we want you to join our group. And I looked over the group and stuff, and well, hold on, let me try this. Let me go to Unsolved Mysteries, actually I'm going to pause this video for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I thought I figured out what it was, but I couldn't find it on YouTube. The channel may have actually been deleted. But back to what I was saying, though. This group came to me, and I looked at their content, and honestly, the only content that really got any views, I was looking at it, and there was this woman who, basically, they were using this woman for her image. It was a woman with a really big push-up bra. They had it where her cleavage was showing, and once again, you gotta remember, this was the Wild West of YouTube at the time. And she had whiskers drawn on her face, and it's basically, ooh, look at me, I got big breasts, tits, and all that stuff. And I didn't even have the ability to really do much. I didn't have. This is before I even started doing Unsolved Mysteries Final Thoughts. So all I did was record video. I didn't even do narration or anything. But they came to me and they said They basically said, we want you to join our group. And I looked over and I did not think I could bring anything to the group. Also, from the way it looked, I don't think the group was going to go anywhere. I did send a nice, reply via Messenger. It was back when they had private messaging. I'm not sure whatever happened to private messaging. It seems like I think they got rid of it. But I sent them a private message. I respectful. I said, hey, I appreciate the offer you guys sent to me, but I'm going to have to, reject it. Reject it. But I hope, see you guys do more in the future. Oh my God, it's like I think honestly, me saying rejecting them, I swear it's like it bruised their ego or some shit, because oh my God, for the longest time after that, I think it was like for a total of like roughly 3 years, this group had it out for me. They would harass me. They did everything possible to try and just make my life a living hell. And it's like, really? You're doing this to somebody just because they respectfully declined your offer? And it wasn't even that I thought I was better than them. I just didn't even have the ability to talk. I didn't have a microphone or anything like that. It's like, why are you doing this? But yeah, that's the only time that somebody actually reached out to do a collaboration with me. And nowadays, I go to Facebook, and the only thing I can really come across is that there is a podcast. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this again, and I will pull it up. Okay, I'm back. This is the page that I'm Facebook group I'm talking about. It's called Uncovering Unexplained Mysteries. Basically, it's two guys. I don't know what their names are. But I came across this podcast back, I think it was like 2016, 2017, maybe 2018, but I don't think it was 2018. But basically, it's these two guys that just talk about specific cases. It's audio, I think it's like an audio type podcast. I don't think they've done video that much or at all. But this is the only real other type of Unsolved Mysteries, content that I've come across, on Facebook. There is something, let's see here. Let's do Unsolved Mysteries commentary. And then of course there's the stuff that I do. A lot of it's basically what I've done. But then you have BuzzFeed Unsolved Network, and to me, I don't think that's really Unsolved Mysteries. I never really got into it. It seems to be too mainstream for my likes, But I mean, there isn't really that much in the way of commentary or people who give their thoughts, The only thing I came across a while ago was this guy. He did his name is DVD Review Dude. He did the Unsolved Mysteries commentary Tallman's Ghost segment. But other than that, there really hasn't been that much. I keep hoping that sometime in the future somebody, other people will do this, because as much as I like doing this, it's best to have a lot of people do it. That way we can form a community. But I guess there's just not really that much of a demand of people who want to give their own thoughts. And that's kind of sad, but that's the way it also is. I can't be upset for that. You can't force people to do what they don't want to do, But that is it for this episode of Unsolved Mysteries Commentary Viewer Mail. I think that's what it's going to be called. It's Viewer Mail. It's about Unsolved Mysteries Commentary, so basically Unsolved Mysteries Commentary Viewer Mail. If you're wondering how you can contact me, there is a couple ways you can actually contact me. You can reach me at Unsolved Mysteries Commentary at gmail.com or twitter.com/Jeff, aka GCurse. You can also leave a comment in the comment section of this video. It's also going to be on YouTube and Facebook. If you like what you watched, leave a thumbs up, or feel free to click on follow if it's on Facebook you're watching this, or subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And I guess that is it. I hope you all have enjoyed this little romp. I didn't plan on it being that long, but actually it's almost 40 minutes, so I'm going to get this uploaded, and I'm going to head off to bed. This is Jeff, aka GCurse, with Unsolved Mysteries Commentary, wishing you all a safe day. Good night, everybody.